you be attending the Senate hearing on April 10?
I received the invitation, but unfortunately, I have a official travel scheduled this afternoon. I have to be in Washington, D.C. for, believe it or not, 2 nights just to arrange things for the president's upcoming visit. I will be back Sunday, and I will be glad to attend the next hearing.
Okay, all right. So most likely for April 10, it's fair to say you won't be attending the hearing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay, all right. So let's start first with essentially the search for the truth, as Senator Amy Marcos says, in the surrender of former President Rodrigo Duterte to the ICC. In an interview which was discussed in the last hearing, you talked about a core group, right? A core group that essentially discussed how the arrest would be implemented. But the problem is you have National Security Advisor General Anyo denying that he was never part of the core group. Ano ba talaga yun, Secretary?
That is my mistake. It was really an informal conversation regarding the rumor that he would be having a warrant of arrest. As he said in Hong Kong that he heard that there's a warrant of arrest. We had no knowledge. So we got together, we just talked about, is there going to be arrest, is there not? So
Who got together?
Well, the 4 people we mentioned, but it was not a planning session. It was, for the lack of a better term, marites lang talaga pinag-uusapan doon. Magkaka-warrant of arrest ba o wala?
So it was you, Anyo, the President, and Defense Secretary Teodoro, correct?
Yes, I cannot walk away from that statement I made in the show, but it's true. But it was a marites session, nothing out of the extraordinary.
Okay, and what happened after? When the warrant was, who received the warrant? Because it was revealed in the Senate that it was not a red notice, actually.
It's not. There was no time for a red notice. A red notice takes a couple of days to happen. It was a diffusion of a warrant of arrest.
Yes. So what time?
The gravity of the situation.
Okay, so the diffusion of the warrant of arrest, what time did you receive that?
The PCTC received it at 3 a.m. It was shortly transmitted to me. The president was informed of it at around 6:30 a.m.
And when the president was informed of it, what happened after? He sought advice clearly on how to move forward, I'm presuming.
Yes, he sought the validity. He consulted the DOJ, who was in Madrid at the time, whether it was valid or not. I think he got the affirmative. And then they sought the validity also of whether a diffusion is the same as is it an arrest warrant from the ICC or is it from the Interpol? Once it was determined it was from the Interpol and it was valid, then the plans were set for his arrest to occur.
Okay, but the arrest warrant was not technically from the Interpol. The arrest warrant was from the ICC, right?
It was a request from the ICC for an arrest, and the Interpol was the one who issued the warrant of arrest.
Okay, all right. Now, it's often mentioned that the president said we had no choice, that we have to cooperate with the Interpol. However, he said there was no choice. But you have experts who have said that under Republic Act 9851, the government may surrender, but not shall surrender. So is it fair to say that the president decided to surrender? Former President
I cannot speak for him on that behalf. The legalities of that is caught between the DOJ and the president. All I got was the order for the arrest, but the process behind that was not. It was between him and the Department of Justice.
Okay, so Secretary,